This is Tafida Raqeeb, who has suffered a traumatic brain injury in 2019 at the age of 5. Since then, the doctors had put her on life support, and the experts have stated that the chances of her survival has been very slim. Although her mother did recently have an interview, and she stated that she is continuing to fight and is very stable. And she also added that the treatment has been beyond belief. We're here at the Mayfair venue in Chadwell Heath with the beautiful people who are supporting this beautiful cause, and we will shortly be interviewing the people and as well as her father. This is Abdul Basit for VodTalk.
The importance, therefore, that we have now is to reclaim the culture and to make a stand for the principles of sanctity of life. And this is something that this foundation will do. It's going to change the culture, and it's going to save and allow children in the future oxygen deprivation or brain damage, which left them in an intensive care unit in the hospital. The doctors decided what they're going to do. So the most important thing to realize is that if the parents want their child to continue being treated, they have every right to insist upon this happening. The doctors cannot.
We have the father of Tafida Raqeeb here, whose name is Mr. Shamim. How have you been dealing with all of this that's been going on since the last 3 years, I believe?
We're taking it a day at a time. So just keeping ourselves busy with work, just day-to-day life. I do a lot of sports, so I just keep my mind on the sport, and that keeps us going every day.
I understand. It must be very challenging for you, of course. If I can ask, what is the current situation right now? If you can tell us a bit more of the
At the moment, they're doing a lot of therapies, which is improving her functions, and they're doing a lot of stimulations on various exercises, which is helping her move better, and they're just doing a basic day-to-day care, and various exercises,
which helps.
Which helps a lot, yeah. Obviously, and physios, a lot of physios, because she's not getting up like normal kids. She's still in bed bound. She just needs regular physios for her blood circulations. Yeah, these kind of situation. It's really hard to say what other parents would do. Every parent wants best for their children. I'm hoping they'll do what we did, which try our best, give her every chance we can give her. At the end, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to take her life, there's nothing we could do. So it's entirely down to her, as well as how like the hayat, how long she has to live.
I'd like to say that Tafida Raqeeb Foundation believes that every child should be given a chance to live after suffering from any form of neurological conditions. Every year, over 300,000 children suffer from brain injury caused either by some form of injury, disease, or pre-existing condition. Brain science has made enormous advances, and the latest treatment and rehabilitation techniques could help many of these cases. Unfortunately, the sole existing specialist neurological rehabilitation centre in the UK has limited beds.
الذين ينفقون أموالهم في سبيل الله ثم لا يتبعون ما ولا أذى لهم أجرهم عند ربهم ولا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون قول معروف ومغفرة خير من صدقة يتبعها أذى والله غني حليم يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تبطلوا صدقاتكم بالمن والأذى كالذي ينفق ماله رئاء الناس من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله. The same way, remember, you are not losing absolutely anything. You are gaining recitation. Most of us think that when I give my wealth for charity, we all think I'm going to lose my wealth. Allah guide us all to act upon the lessons we have. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله. قول معروف ومغفرة خير من صدقة يتبعها أذى والله غني حليم. Allah guide us all to act upon the lessons we have.
And in each, the judge has to judge on the basis of the evidence that's presented.
My name is Abdurrahman. My message is be gentle, be the voice for the voiceless. As they can't express their feelings with words, look after our animals. Feed them, cuddle them, leave water for them to drink. Also provide food. This would never hurt. They would never hurt you if you show them love and mercy. I'm sure they are very thankful to me as I am being their voice.
My name is Arissa. My message is, let's create a world where we spread love, peace and full of happiness. Let our world be more about forgiveness, mercy and full of joy. That's the world we little ones want to see. Create and be part of it. Please let's get together and clap our hands. Every act of kindness is charity.
Yes, of course. And Shamim Bhai as well, if you could come up onto this stage. How was the performance by the kids? If you have enjoyed it, give them a massive, massive round of applause. Thank you very much, guys. You've done extremely, extremely well. I can confidently say this, you've done Tafida.
We have the mayor of Croydon here, whose name is Shobha Chaudhary. How are you participating today, sir?
Well, because it's a noble cause, and I think it's very, I feel proud and be part of it, which is really important. And it's a charity. I do a lot of charity work, in different capacity as mayor and my personally. So I think I must attend today because to encourage, and I'm really inspired for this sort of noble cause. It's really great, and I think lot of things can be done, with everybody get together, which is really important.
It is like planting a seed that has several branches, and those branches will reap rewards. What happened to Tafida when she was 4 years old inspired us to do things that will help many, many other children, to do things that will go a long, long way to support.
Hi everyone, I am Tafida Raqeeb. When I was little, I was happy, bubbly and enjoyed simply everything. I loved spending time with my cousins, and guess what? They were all boys and younger than me. I was in charge and always break their fights. I loved going to school and playing with my friends. I enjoyed helping my friends when they were upset, and I would get certified praising me. You know what? I did not tell anyone of my role in school, and my family found out later. On 8th of February 2019, before I went to sleep and told my mummy that tomorrow I want to go to my friend's birthday party, and my world turned upside down and I found myself fighting for life. I didn't know what was happening, but afterwards, Mummy and Dad found out a blood vessel had burst in my head. People called it a severe brain injury. My parents were confused and shocked, and in disbelief as to what happened to me. I was dying. Next several months were challenging for me, and I carried on fighting for my life. My family kept telling me, fight, Tafida, fight, and don't give up. I knew my family loved me and wanted to save me. They were always by my side, showering me with their love. 19th of June 2019 was the most terrifying moments of my life. The medical team wanted to take away care from me and put me on the palliative route, which is basically to let me die. Court proceedings started on 17th of July 2019 and my family rallied around to save me. A question was asked in the court, what would Tafida want? And the reply my mummy gave, I cared about the creatures and surely I would not want to die in this way. I know my family loved me and they would do anything for me. My mummy will sacrifice her career for me and take care of me for the rest of my life. And my brother will always look out for me when my parents are not here. My aunties will adopt me if anything happened to my mummy, and my brother will always be there for me. Plus, I have a big loving family consisting of many uncles, aunties, cousins who will always take care of me. I definitely want to live my life and carry on improving. The 3rd of October 2019 was the day the judge gave his decision. My mummy gave me a big kiss on that morning and said, I don't know what will happen today. The judge said my parents were in charge of me and could decide what we would do. I was taken to Italy where I am getting better. Please support this foundation and provide a future to a child after a brain injury. We need your support to lead a normal life. Please don't give up on us, and I promise as you try for us, we will try working hard. I know that when a family is so loving, then us children continue to try to heal. Please be a voice for us as the injury takes all our functions away and we become dependent on you, the family, and the treating clinician's voice.
Has proven this to all of us. A sudden brain injury could happen to any of our children. It happened to my Tafida, and it was completely out of the blue. In that 4 years of her short life before the injury, Tafida never had any illnesses whatsoever. Not even the slightest infection that would have warranted us to take her to any GPs or anything. She didn't have anything. So this brain injury has completely came out of the blue. But so sorry. And I do try to remain very strong for her sake. I never let her know that he was at best very strong up front. But discussing about Tafida is very painful, very painful. So I can't, I'm so sorry, please excuse me. As to this mama, I know firsthand how dear the situation is, and therefore I want to give hope in this darkness. There is a severe shortage of pediatric neurorehabilitation in the UK. And we want to ensure that more children are given the opportunity to fulfill their potential. We want to optimize recovery by offering the best therapies in a purpose-built, family-centered rehabilitation center. I would like to emphasize that this is not my foundation, this is not Tafida's foundation. Tafida has left, and yes, she is receiving treatments, but it's a delayed treatment. But this foundation is everyone's foundation.
What that message tells us is about hope. A quote comes to my mind and some thoughts. If you only carry one thing throughout your entire life, let it be hope. Let it be hope that better things are always ahead. Let it be hope that you can get through, even if the toughest of times are there. Let it be hope that you are stronger and that any challenge that comes your way, let it be hope that you are exactly where you are.
I'm going to run through the Saturday morning and so I'm just going to run through the Saturday morning when the incident took place. I'd like to thank all who helped us raise the funds for the treatment abroad. I want to share with you the experience I had on that Saturday morning, 9th February 2019. I woke up around 4 a.m. to go out for a run, which I do on most Saturdays. Got myself ready.
ما كنت تدري ما الكتاب ما كنت تدري ما الكتاب ولا الإيمان ولكن جعلناه نورا نهدي به من نشاء من عبادنا وإنك لتهدي إلى صراط مستقيم صراط الله الذي له ما في السماوات صراط الله الذي له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض ألا إلى الله تصير صدق الله العظيم. السلام عليكم.
More than 300 people in attendance. Thank you to Shalim Bhai and to the rest of the team in Mayfair venue and Pride of Asia. Shalim Bhai, if I can ask you to come and say a few words to our guests.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, everyone. I'm not going to take a lot of your time because you heard a lot about Tafida's Foundation. I'm an ambassador of Tafida's Foundation and I am proud to be here today because all of you came, most of the people are here, you came because I invited. Thank you so much for coming and giving your time.
For this Tafida Raqeeb Foundation, but also he's an entrepreneur and a financial consultant. So could everyone give a warm welcome to Mr. Jakir Chowdhury, please?
Firstly, I'd like to thank everyone who joined us tonight, and supporting the foundations from day one. This is not all about the Tafidas. It's about other children who are suffering about or like Tafidas. So I'm not going to make my speech longer. It's already they're about to finish the event. So
We have the CEO and the founder of ARTA here. How are you participating today, sir?
Right, I am here to support Tafida Raqeeb Foundation. It has been a tragedy what has happened to her and the NHS what they have done, and it has proven life is sacred, life is God-given. No one should take that away except for God. And I am here to support the foundation whatever way I can. And I would want to encourage anyone and everyone to get involved and support this good cause. It's for humanity. It's not for any individual, it's for humanity. I would say everyone please come forward and support. Thank you.
All over the world with pediatric brain injuries, and we're able to see some pretty awesome results. It's my goal to help share some of these interventions that we're doing, to share some of these modalities that we're working with, to help bring the best possible quality of life that we can to these kids who sustain brain injuries. What we do is something called functional neurology. Now, functional neurology works on the premise of something called neuroplasticity, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with. Neuroplasticity simply is the ability of the brain to change to help create new...
We have Barrister Lutfur Rahman here. How are you participating today, sir?
This is the great event. Actually, it's a charity event. As soon as I got the invitation, I eagerly came. I come to this program with my wife as well, and Salim Bhai made sure that he bring it with. And I know that this is something different because as I always go to various programs and sponsor also, there are lots of Kari event hospital industry, but this is something different, and it goes to my family life because I've got children, and I know the children. Lots of children suffers, and as you know, the children even today there are some young children. The inspiring word, it really touch. Normally we don't speak like this the way they speak. Lots of like a seed story, things like it's touched my heart, and I want to participate this one. And when they said who want to raise their hand, obviously me and my wife raised their hand, and we want to participate this. And this we wish this program to be successful, and we'll be involved with this part of this.
We have Bruno Kuntivali here, who's the vice president of this foundation, who's also a lawyer. What is so important about this particular cause?
Well, the extraordinary fact is that in the United Kingdom, there's no hospital, there's no clinic which will help the severely disabled children with brain damage to improve, to have any sort of therapy, to have any sort of rehabilitation. There simply is nowhere available for them. And so we're hoping very soon to be able to launch in the United Kingdom something completely new. But this initiative is going to bring together the top experts from all around the world. And what we're going to create in the United Kingdom is, we hope, going to be the absolute best center in the whole world for which will treat serious pediatric neurological disability in children.
And I just want to say thank you for allowing me to be part of this wonderful cause on this great evening. And I'm just going to spend a few minutes discussing some of the advanced technologies that we use in our brain rehabilitation that are, it's kind of considered, I guess, cutting edge technology, even though the research has been around for a few decades now. That being low-level laser therapy, and how it is arguably the most important tool that we use in our brain-based practice. Low-level laser therapy checks off a lot of boxes that are needed for brain.
We have the Director General of BBCCI, Saeed Rahman Ranu here. How are you participating here today, sir?
Well, I'm very much honored to get an invitation to join this program today, and it is an excellent initiative taken by the Tafida Raqeeb Foundation. And of course, I mean, I think it's going to take a bit of time to success this initiative. And I think once this has been successful, that will be benefited to all the communities, not only Bangladeshi communities, I should say, nationally and internationally, the children will be benefited for this initiative actually. And I'm really wishing all the best for this excellent issue what they have taken place today. Especially I can see this is a full house of the guests here, and I think all of them are committed today to help this foundation, and I will be one of them to participate with this foundation to help as much as possible as well. Thank you.
Shamir, thank you very much for holding it together, and I can only imagine, in fact I can't imagine what it would have felt like. And
I have Councillor Aisha Chowdhury here, and I would like to know how you are participating today.
First of all, this is a very emotional story. We are getting the first-hand sort of like experience. We are listening from the family members, from parents, as well as the lawyer. It's really positive in a way that the girl who we thought would not be able to survive, and she is able to breathe on her own, which is really a great news. And I would like to say a huge congratulations to the parents. It's because of the mother the girl is alive today. I'm really excited to see the mother who is strong enough, who was strong enough at the beginning to be able to start the fight, and the result of that, the girl has survived today. And I think what I would like to see is that all the parents are strong enough when there is a difficult time. Often when we have a family member unwell, we become really distressed and we lose confidence basically. But I would like to say a huge congratulations and thank you to the mother who was able to be strong enough and fight for the girl.
As Sultan said, you must be very tired, so I'm not going to be long. I will be very brief as much as I can. I'm not going to go into the importance of the legal battle that Shelina, Mohammed.
We have a very special guest here. Would you like to introduce us?
Mohammed Dahoud from TKD Solicitors, senior partner at TKD Solicitors based in central London.
I believe you work with Shelina Begum.
That's correct. Shelina is working with us as a consultant.
That's great. How are you participating here today, sir?
It has been really excellent. I mean, this launch of the foundation, and we hope that people will spread the word and raise as much money as they can, and help Shelina to fulfill her dream and establish the rehabilitation center that she's dreaming of.
I have Mohammed Abu Lays here today from Eurasia Foods. How are you participating here today?
Well, definitely I'm going to participate in the good cause, definitely with financial contribution mainly.
I have Mariam here, who's recited very beautifully today. Mariam, how are you finding this event?
Alhamdulillah, it's amazing, mashallah. I'd like to thank the organizers for organizing this event. May Allah make it easy for the sister and make it easy for her family, inshallah.
It has been an amazing evening here today at the Tafida Raqeeb Foundation. We had beautiful support, great support from the family members and of course from our loved ones and those who have participated. We'd like to thank each and everyone who have come to this initiative and took part in it and benefited from, of course. This is Abdul Basit from VodTalk.